Love that. All right, everyone, welcome inside the virtual media center here at the Trust Golf Women's Scottish Open. I do ask that until we open it up for questions, if you could keep yourself muted, that would be lovely. And then when I open it up and I can call on you to ask questions, I will certainly do so. If you'd like to use the chat function of this call here to let me know if you have a question, I will be sure to call on you when we open it up. But without further ado, Gemma, welcome to the Women's Scottish Open. What does it feel like to be back here?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Obviously very thankful for the invite from Visit Scotland to be here. I think my first one was 2016, so however many that is. So it's good to be back and back in Scotland.
Coming off the most recent win, your third win on the Rose Ladies Series. What was that week like for you?
Yeah, it was amazing. Dad was on the bag, so it's special to have him. He doesn't get to watch me very often, so it was special for both of us to be together, and Mum was watching as well. So that was great. And yeah, to get the win in the end in the playoff was, amazing feeling.
I feel like at this point, you and Kate Rose must be best friends with all the trophies
you
have taken.
Yeah. And also her dad wasn't there this time, but I've met her dad a few times and I think we're best buddies. So I love that. Obviously very grateful to the Rose family and Justin for putting up, put on these events that give us so many opportunities. So I obviously got into the final qualifier next week for the British Open. So that was special as well. That was my main goal for the day, but obviously to get the win was a bit of a bonus.
What's it mean to be a three-time winner of that circuit there and come in with that kind of momentum into your national open?
Yeah, amazing. Kind of last year it gave me momentum to come into the LPGA and get my best finish on the LPGA last year. So it's just great to get that kind of feeling of winning and getting the job done, really. So it doesn't really matter where you do it. It's kind of the same feeling. You get those nerves on the tee and on the putts as well. So it's great to kind of get the job done.
And you mentioned it earlier, but a sponsor exemption from Visit Scotland. What does that mean to you to have them reach out and be a part of this open?
Yeah, it feels great. It's great to have that Scottish support. And I think Alison Muirhead got one as well. So it's great to see the Scottish girls get some opportunities to play. And I think there's a Top Scot trophy this year. So that'll be fun to play for. We'll see who wins.
In your last LPGA event, you finished T17 at the ISPS Handa World Invitational. Then you went on to win at the Rose Ladies circuit. But for you, how are you feeling into your game as you come into this week?
Yeah, obviously with a lot of confidence in my game. I played really well in Northern Ireland. Was tied for the lead after the first round. So that was a great experience. And then obviously momentum into the next week with the Rose Series. So feeling very confident with my game. Everything's kind of working well. So hopefully I can do that well this week.
All right, we'll open it up for questions here. Who would like to go first, Martin?
Gemma, can you just talk a little bit about the Barney Lake's obviously a new venue for the event this year, and just maybe how it compares to the Renaissance Club with the rest of the
Yeah, no, Dunbarton is really nice. It was I'd seen it on social media before. I think it was last year it opened for the first time. So it's a great piece of land, some fantastic views over the Firth of Forth. So some really good mix of holes as well. I think 10's a 470 par 4, so that'll be a tough one. But then the next hole is like a 314, short par 4. So it's a good mix of holes, and I think they might move a few up so we can maybe drive the green on a couple of the par 4s. So a good mix of holes, and really it's in really good nick as well, especially for only being I think it's 18 months old or so. So it's I really like it.
Obviously, the confidence you've gained from the Rose Series, I mean, that's helped you, take your LPGA career forward. What would it mean now if you could get in contention in your home open?
Yeah, it means so much. Obviously, playing at home and hopefully family watching as well. It means a lot to me. Playing well at home in the Scottish Open and flying the flag for Scotland. So hopefully I can bring that momentum like I did last year from the Rose Series into this week.
Alistair, if you'd like to unmute yourself.
Yeah, well done, Gemma, in the Rose Series. You've already talked about this a little bit, but I don't know what the plans are for those going forward. I'm assuming you'd like to see a lot more of them, and for them to be incorporated some way into the Ladies European Tour. I mean, how important are they to up-and-coming players and developing their talents?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Just gives those, because obviously last week there was an LAT event, but then there was opportunities for girls that weren't in that to play last week, 4 events. So it's a fantastic opportunities for girls that maybe aren't quite got on tour yet or something to kind of get that experience and play against really good players as well. So, and on really good courses. So it'd be great to see them continue. I'm not sure what capacity it'll be next year, but hopefully they'll continue, and I'd love to play more. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play the ones in September because I have to go back to America, but I'm really gutted to miss them.
Yeah, you've also won a mini tour event in America earlier this year, didn't you?
Yeah, I won one in Florida, the NWGA.
By 7 shots or something like that. So
What was that? Sorry.
by about 7 shots. Was it 7 shots you won?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. So that was good fun. So yeah, a couple wins this year. So hopefully I can get one on the main tour soon.
But back to the main point. I mean, those mini tour circuits, the men have loads of them. The women are starting to have a wee bit more, but they're crucial to development, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, because I think there's the Clutch Pro Tour as well. It's got opportunities for women as well. So it's getting there. Like you said, the men have so many, in Spain, etc., and Portugal as well. So it'd be good to see. I think the women are they're adding women's spots into those. So it'd be good to see kind of more like the Rose Series where it's just for the women. So it gives us more opportunity to play, like you said. So it'd be great to see.
Yeah. Thank you. Play well this week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alistair. Nick, if you'd like to unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, thanks. Hi, Gemma.
Hi.
Can you hear us? Sorry, I mean, a kind of noisy clubhouse, would you believe? But hopefully you can hear us okay. I'm just thinking, obviously you said, what is it, 5 years since you played your first Scottish Open?
Yes, that would be right. I was trying to count.
Can you just kind of reflect and assess on, how your game's developed in that time and how possible things that you maybe still need to work on and what's improved down the years?
Yeah, looking back to 2016, my game's a lot better. I remember playing with I had these burner woods, I think, and they were going sky high, and that's when I realized I needed to. I had these clubs that I was like, oh, I love these woods. And then I realized that Scottish Open, they weren't very good in the wind. So I was like, okay, it might be time to look at some new clubs. So that was kind of a moving point for me, looking at equipment. And then I've also gained a lot of length since then, hitting it longer off the tee. My putting's improved tremendously, I think, since then. Green reading, I use aim point now. That's helped me a lot. And then since then I've got a specific putting coach, Nick Soto. So that's helped a lot. And then I still work with the same coach, Lawrence. We've just kind of been gradually working on things over the years. And it's just gradually getting better and better. So hopefully can continue to get better as well. But yeah, just gradually everything improving over the years, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it can be quite daunting, I suppose, getting dropped into quite a star-studded field like this. But it's are you obviously quite embracing the challenge? This is where you want to be, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I see a lot of these girls over in America week to week, so I'm getting more it's more normal to me now. Yeah. I know when I first got on the LPGA in 2018, it was quite daunting, like you said, but I'm feeling I'm much more used to it now.
Is there is there a couple of players out there that you've kind of taken inspiration from in the time that you've been on the LPGA, or are you very much your own woman?
Well, Katrina Matthew's always been a hero of mine. She's not on the tour anymore, but hopefully I think she'll be playing next week, so it'll be great to see her again. And playing on LAT, I think, last week. So she's always been. So I think our games are almost kind of a little bit similar in terms of kind of. We're not bombers of the game, but kind of just plod our way along and get it done. So she's always been a hero of mine.
That's great. Good stuff, Gemma. Nice to see you, and good luck this week.
Speak to you soon.
Cheers now.
Thank you, Nick. Martin?
The first year you had an LPGA, spoke about in the past, it's quite a tough year. How important was that in terms of the progress you've made now?
Yeah.
Digging deep and wanting to prove people wrong.
Yeah, because that first year, like you said, it was really tough. Didn't make many cuts, and was quite daunted actually at the kind of going from LAT to LPGA and kind of seeing people I'd seen and watched on TV for so long. But kind of since then, I feel much more comfortable out there, and I feel like my game kind of from that year, I really needed to improve a few things, and kind of feel like I'm getting there now. So it really helped me a lot, really.
Was it a particular turning point that you can remember?
Probably middle of 2019. Had a decent year that year, and I just kind of with my caddy on the bag, Paul, we kind of just worked as a really good team, and I think I started to believe that I belonged. Kind can't remember there was a specific moment, but I think just that gradually that year I just got more and more confident, I think.
Gemma, you referred to your dad being on the bag this weekend.
No, I have my main caddy Paul in the bag, but he'll be watching. Dad will be watching. Yeah,
What's your dad's name?
John.
And you obviously inspired you in the game. And
Yeah.
got you through, didn't he?
Yeah, he got me into it. I was like 3 or 4 years old. He's a big golfer, so he got me into it, took me to the range and to the course and stuff. So yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, did he caddy for you through the amateurs? And
Yes, he did. Yeah. I remember, well, at Panmure, the open qualifier for the Carnoustie last time I was there, he was caddying for me then. That was his first kind of pro kind of caddy experience. So we learned a lot from that. But yeah, he's caddied for me a few times, but he's got quite a good record on the Rose Series. So I think my caddy Paul, he said he's making him look bad.
under pressure,
Yeah.
And then one more question just to wrap it up for me. You talked a little bit earlier about the Leading Scott Trophy. Just what does that bring to a tournament like this?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It just brings an extra little, snippet to it. So it'd be good to win that, but I'm sure up for grabs. But yeah, it'll be good to play against the other girls and see who can get it.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.